Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News, Wednesday, February 5th, 2025. Stand up for your country. So I'm reporting from West Palm Beach, but we have to leave tonight just in time to arrive in New York for the sleet, snow, and ice extravaganza. Can't wait. So here in the Palm Beach area, it's 80 and sunny. Where I live, now I'm hoping to get in before the precipitation, as the weathermen say. But Florida's a beautiful place this time of year, no doubt about it. But it's more expensive than New York. So the restaurants here, insane. Insane. Food is good, but you're paying Manhattan prices in Florida. And not just in the shishis, but just in the regular places. So a lot of people who live down here and working class people, you know, they just don't go. And if you drink, it's $20. You want a little martini or whatever, $20. Easy. And if you have a specialty drink, so just know, you're coming down for spring break, you're coming down for a couple of weeks, bring a lot of money if you want to eat out and drink and socialize. And many people just go to the grocery stores. Grocery prices aren't that bad. I was in one getting just paying $20 for a sandwich. I can't. So anyway, we're going back. We'll be in New York tomorrow to broadcast. And tonight, we're going to talk about President Trump creating even more chaos. And that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. It amuses him. It's fun. It may not be good for the country. I'd moderate it a little bit, but I understand 100% what President Trump is doing with the shock and awe. So he's coming in, he's going, look, last time around, the swamp got me the first term. I'm going to get the swamp, and I'm going to get him fast. So we have two things today. The first was an executive order about trans women who were born men competing on an athletic field with gender-born females. And Trump goes, no, not happening. Executive order. Quote, the order will establish mandates on sex and sports policy, will direct federal agencies, including the Department of Justice, to interpret federal Title IX rules as prohibiting the participation of transgender girls and women in female sports categories, unquote. Okay. Now, what can the feds do? If you're a private school, they can't do anything. But if you're a public school and you receive any kind of federal money at all, feds come in and shut the money down. And if you're in violation of the executive order, you could get prosecuted if you're a principal and you allow it. That's not going to happen, but it could. So everybody, you know, the media. Well, Trump promised to do it. Roll the tape.
And we will get critical race theory and transgender insanity the hell out of our schools. And always remember, this is so easy, this will be done tomorrow. We will keep men out of women's sports. It's over.
So why isn't anybody surprised? Now, there's no downside for Trump. None. Look at this poll, New York Times poll, all right? Here's a question. Thinking about transgender female athletes, meaning athletes who were male at birth but who currently identify as female, do you think they should or should not be allowed to compete in women's sports? Should be allowed. 18%. Should not. 79%. Common sense says it's wrong. And 80% of the American people, and that includes, of course, liberal and some far left people, they know. So Trump, there's no downside, except in the media. Ooh, Now, far more important is the Gaza stuff, and this is a fascinating story because I talked to President Trump directly about it about a month ago. Okay, so the USA is not going to take over Gaza. If you have an IQ over 50, you know that's never going to happen. But President Trump throws the grenades out there, okay? And he says that, hey, we're going to go in and make life a lot better for the Palestinians who are trapped in Gaza. Roll the tape.
We'll make sure something really spectacular is done. They're going to have peace. They're not going to be shot at and killed and destroyed like this civilization of wonderful people has had to endure. The only reason the Palestinians want to go back to Gaza is they have no alternative.
So the president has said a number of things, that he wants the 1.8 million Palestinians trapped in Gaza to be relocated into other Arab countries. Of course, the other Arab countries don't want them because they're poor. And the other Arab countries, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Syria, they're not taking them. So there's nowhere for them to go. But Trump is right. What are they going back to? Blown up buildings, rats running around? Hamas is still there? Trump's right. You know, if the United States administered that territory, the lives of all of those people would be dramatically better. So he throws the hand grenade out. You know, we'll run it, and it'll be better for the wonderful people who live there. But that's not going to happen. What Trump is doing is sending a signal that this situation can't continue to go on. And he gets everybody's attention in the world. Oh, he can't do that. He's going to invade. He's not going to invade. It's ridiculous. That's exactly what Hamas and Iran want. Put Americans there so they can shoot them. And Trump knows that. So right away, Mahmoud Abbas, haven't heard from him in a while. He's the Palestinian president, puts out a statement, quote, "The legitimate Palestinian rights are non-negotiable. No one has a right to make decisions on the future of the Palestinian people except the Palestine Liberation Organization, the official and legitimate representative body of the Palestinian people," unquote. Well, this is totally ridiculous. Mr. Abbas has no power. Hamas runs it. Hamas runs Gaza, and Iran tells Hamas what to do. This is the first time I've heard about Abbas in a year. He has no power. He's lucky he's alive. I don't know where he hides. The PLO has absolutely no power to do anything and hasn't done anything in decades. Until our pal Yasser Arafat stole hundreds of millions of dollars, wired it up to Paris, where his wife continues to live as a sultaness. Okay. So all of this is what I call posturing. It's posturing on the president's side. He wants to shake it up. He wants everybody running around, this and that, and hoping that maybe something positive comes out of it. So my conversation with him, and I don't think he's going to mind. It was a private conversation, but this clarifies what happened today. So we're talking about the Middle East, and the problems are over and over and over and over, and they never get solved. All right, two-state solution. When you hear the liberals say that, there aren't two states. So there can't be a two-state solution, right? The Palestinians don't have a state. Terrorists run them. Okay. So Trump goes, you know, that Gaza Strip, and I've been there, I know it, that could be a very lucrative place because it's right on the Mediterranean. You build hotels, you build high-rises, you basically clean it up, make it safe, and the Palestinian people can work there and make money and have decent lives. And I said to him, yeah, that could happen. Why don't you get your pals in Saudi Arabia to put forth a scenario and they would buy the land, the Saudis, in association with private industry all over the world, but they'd have to spearhead it. You'd have to have a central, wealthy nation spearhead. It can't be the United States. Too much hatred toward us. But that's Trump's vision. Create this Miami Beach in Gaza so that the people can have a decent life. Now, is that heinous? Is that horrible? And I talked to him about it for 20, 25 minutes. And the vision was solid. Now, will it ever happen? No. There's too much hatred there. And there are too many bad people there with guns. But it could. Many of us are trying to get our finances in order to start the new year right. And that's great news for homeowners. Interest rates have dropped and are now in the 5s. So if you've been burned with high interest rate credit card debt, it's time to break free. American Financing can help you access the cash in your home to pay off your high interest debt. Last year, their salary-based mortgage consultants helped customers save an average of $800 a month. That's like giving yourself a $10,000 raise. What a way to start the new year. And if you begin today, you may be able to delay 2 mortgage payments. So please call American Financing today, 800-906-2440. That's 800-906-2440. AmericanFinancing.net. Okay, YouTube channel, we want you to sign up. It's free. Whenever it's free, you should do it because it doesn't matter. And I do commentaries twice a week, and you'll like them. I have one coming up tomorrow on Joe Biden and why Trump is obsessed with Biden. That's tomorrow. YouTube.com/Bill O'Reilly is the channel's address. So we got 850,000 subscribers. We want 1 million by Easter. That's where we're going to. So I hope you sign up. It will enhance your life. Let's go to the mail. We got Patrick Condon, Newfoundland, Canada. I hope you're warm up there, Patrick. Hey, O'Reilly, you said yesterday Trump would cancel tariffs if Canada let the USA sell more stuff here. Instead, we have to make border changes that Mexico is doing while being lumped in with Mexico, and that has caused a lot of left-leaning politicians to be silently horrified. The tariffs talk actually did some good in that Canadians are talking about being so reliant on the USA for our trade. I think that's an accurate assessment of what happened, Patrick. We got Donald John in Vernon, British Columbia, Canada. How did Trump do the impossible? He was able to replace Trudeau with himself as the person most hated by Canadians. Well, I mean, if you've got a humongous trade deficit, I think it's $9 billion to your favor, Canada's favor, I think you got to look at that. No? I don't know why you hate the guy. He's not taking over. He says 51st state, but again, it's what he does to get everybody up in arms, cliche, and engaged. Joe Rasmus, Saranac, Michigan, I'm hoping you can discuss and clarify some comments I've seen online. CNN reported that Mexico and Canada were actually doing things they were already doing, and Trump gained nothing. Propaganda. Trump gained a lot and will gain more. Those troops that Mexico's putting 100,000 down there, that stops it cold and influences the drug traffic too. Becky Varian, East Liverpool, Ohio. Longtime listener, Bill. I really like Tulsi Gabbard, but I'm concerned about her refusal to say Snowden was a traitor. You have called him that. Can you get into more detail? I already have, Becky. So my tip to you, and it's an important one, is just go to Google and Google Snowden, Edward Snowden, charges against. Boom. It'll all appear before your eyes. So I know you guys can't watch every show. I know it. But if you got to assume that I've done this, and I have. So that's how you get the information. Tommy Murakoshi, Torrance, California. Hey, Bill, why do we not hear anything about Vivek Ramaswamy? Because he's running for governor of Ohio. He's out of the swamp. You'll hear more when the race gets underway. Paul Ridmiller, Blairstown, New Jersey. Read most of your killing books, and I am reading Confronting the Presidents. On the LBJ chapter, I was fascinated by the fact that mysterious ballots appeared that gave him a win in the House. And then he later went on. That would have changed history if that didn't happen. You bet. LBJ cheated. That's how he got to be a senator, a congressman, and then a senator. He cheated. Bad guy. Eric Eisenhower, Dallas. I happen to notice that when you announced Confronting the Evil yesterday, new book, and go on Amazon, they already have it up, Confronting Evil. I was surprised that Martin Dugard is not the co-author. Why the switch? He's writing his own books. Marty's writing his own books now. And we wish him all the best. So we got a new guy, Josh Hammer, who's my radio researcher. He did a really good job. So check it out, Amazon. You'll see the cover. You'll see everything. Confronting Evil out in September. Okay, go to our store. We got not woke gear, hats, shirts, polos, everything. You want to be not woke. And then word of the day, do not be doltish. 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 Back with a final thought in a moment. Last year, investors scored the highest profits in decades. Unfortunately, the rest of us were held back by stacks of bills and credit card debt. Well, Done with Debt has found a solution. They created a brilliant new strategy designed to tackle debt, put cash back into your hands so you can finally save, invest, and live your life in comfort. Done with Debt goes head to head with credit card and loan companies. Their team of negotiators and legal experts work to significantly reduce your bills, eliminate interest, and erase penalties. Bottom line, Done with Debt helps turn crushing debt into financial freedom. But some of their strategies are time sensitive, so please don't wait. Get the life you deserve. Visit donewithdebt.com. Talk with one of their strategists, absolutely free. Visit donewithdebt.com, donewithdebt.com. President Trump's victory is a win for America. That's what most voters think. But Bidenomics has left us with a failing economy. I rely on American Hartford Gold to protect my savings with physical gold and silver, and you should consider that. American Hartford Gold has thousands of five-star ratings and an A+ from the Better Business Bureau. A tax-advantaged gold IRA can shield you from worsening inflation. You can even roll over your 401k or IRA tax-free and penalty-free. So act now before it's too late. Call or text American Hartford Gold. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you for up to $15,000 of free silver on qualifying orders. Call 866-501-5201 or text Bill to 65532. That's 866-501-5201 or text Bill to 65532. All right, final thought of the day. As I mentioned, we're heading back to New York tonight. Now, on the way down, I flew Delta out of LaGuardia to Palm Beach. And I was set for a horrifying ordeal. Number one, LaGuardia, very tough to get out of. Number two, it was raining. Number three, the airline industry under the Biden administration has collapsed. And that's true. Pete Buttigieg, the worst Secretary of Transportation in history by far. God, it was unbelievable. So I went there, and the flight was perfect. Perfect. There was not one thing they did wrong. So I criticize. You know me in JetBlue, okay? But when somebody does something good, and Delta, that flight, boy, was that good on every level. So cheers to you. Final thought. Thank you for watching and listening to the No Spin News. We'll see you from New York tomorrow. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.